Today we are going to do a great breathing sequence that will help you to breathe better because we are going to work on our breathing muscles a lot. We also will do a lot of exercises that will help you to remove your tension. So we often collect a lot of tension in our body that restricts our breathing. On top of it, it creates a lot of uncomfortable feelings, and by fixing it, we can improve the quality of our life. So let's get into it. But before we will begin, for those who are not familiar with me, I'm Daria Albert. I'm a breathwork teacher for the past 8 years. I have my international breathing school. I've taught more than 10,000 people worldwide how to use breathing exercises to improve their physical and emotional well-being. I'm also a free diver. It means that I hold my breath to dive deep and discover the underwater world. And I've created my breathing gym. It's a great online platform that helps people to implement regular breathwork into their life to feel great and be healthy long term. If you're interested, check it out with the link in the description. So for this practice, please sit down. We are going to do it in the sitting down position. You either can sit down in the cross-leg position by sitting on the pillow or something else, because that helps you to lift your hips up and move them slightly forward, so it allows your back to be straighter. Or if you can't sit in this position for whatever reason, just sit down on the chair without leaning to the back of the seat, and be sure that you have enough space to move around. Okay? So sit down, close your eyes, bring your attention to your breathing. Feel how the air goes inside of your body on the inhales and how the air leaves your body on the exhales. Relax your shoulders. Make sure that your spine is as straight as possible. Relax your facial muscles. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And push away all thoughts about your coming day. Also, postpone your thinking about the past days. Try to constantly bring your attention to your breathing while doing this breathing sequence. And when you're ready, grab your knees with your hands and start to roll your upper body any direction. And when you're doing it, inhale when you have your body in front of you and exhale when you have your body at the back. Inhale when your body is in front, exhale when your body is at the back. Breathe through your nose when there are no specific directions to breathe through your mouth. We are always breathing through the nose while breath work. And here what is extremely important is to synchronize your breathing with your movements. If you feel like your spine is quite flexible, then you can add up gentle opening of your chest when you're in front and arching of your spine when you're at the back. So you're kind of trying to slide from one arm to the other and have these nice bends in your spine. But make sure that you're not losing your balance. If you start to lose your balance, it means that it's a bit too much for you. Please decrease the amplitude of your movements. And when you're ready, change the direction, making a few rounds to the opposite side, maintaining the same way of breathing. Drop your shoulders. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Find your comfortable pace. So today it's quite important to synchronize your breathing with your movements. When you're ready, make a deep inhale through your nose at the center, bringing your arms above your head. Hold your breath after inhalation. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles by squeezing your sexual organs. hold, and slowly exhale, bringing your arms down. Come back to your usual breathing. Make a few cycles of your natural breathing. And then take your index and middle finger of your right hand and place it 2-3 centimeters below your navel point, 1 each or so below your navel point. And now start to inhale into this point by pushing your fingers out with your belly. And on the exhales, let the fingers go inside of your belly. So on the inhales, your belly is inflating. On the exhales, deflating. Here what is important is not to have this big move with your belly, but try to direct your breathing to the point where you have your fingers right now. And at the same time, try to make sure that your chest is as stable as possible. You can even place your left hand on your chest and control that it's not moving right now. Also relax your shoulders, and you can straight away add some counting. Let's say you will do 5 counts on inhales and 5 counts on exhales. So the goal here is to extend your inhalation and extend your exhalation by a little bit till the comfortable level. This exercise helps you to direct the air to the bottom of your lungs. If you know that you are breathing with your chest a lot, it means that your chest is moving a lot when you are breathing. This is a great breathing exercise that you can do regularly during your day for a couple minutes. And do one more cycle and then rest your right hand on your knee. Stay with yourself for a little bit. And then slowly come back. Remember the crossing of your legs because we are going to change it. But before do that, just rest your legs if you need so. And when you will be ready, come back to the cross-leg position, but change the crossing. We want to change the crossing of our legs in order to balance our hips. Usually one side that you will get into first would feel much easier to sit like that, but when you change your crossing, then it might feel a little bit harder to keep this posture. Also for the breath work, it's quite important for us to have our spine as straight as possible. So you can imagine that you have a wall behind of you that you are leaning and aligning your body based on this wall. Okay? So now I would ask you to place your hands on both sides on your yoga mat, and we will inhale in the center, trying to lengthen our spine. But we are not trying to push our ribs forward and have this arch in our lower back. We're just lengthening our body. And with exhale, we will bend to the side, bringing our arm above our head. And on the inhale, come back to the center and lengthen. Exhale, bend to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. Breathe through your nose. Inhale, center. exhale, bend. And right now, try to also add some counting. You can count up to 5 on the inhales, up to 5 on the exhales, and slow down your breathing a little bit, feeling this move, feeling the stretch in your intercostal muscles. Also make sure that when you're lengthening your body on the inhales that your shoulders are down. So make sure that your shoulders don't go to your ears. Do one more cycle, and when you will bend to one of the side, I would ask you to inhale here, and with exhale do this half round with your arm and bring your arm to the other side. Again, inhale center, exhale to the side, inhale when you're bent, and with exhale do this half round and feel this nice stretch. Come back to the center. Again, inhale, exhale, bend, inhale to the side of your ribs, and exhale, half round. Come back to the center. Do one more cycle. And come back to the center. Perfect. And now straight away grab your ankles and start with inhale, open up your chest. With exhales, arch your spine. Inhale, open up your chest. Look forward. Exhale, arch your spine. Bring your chin to your collarbone. Inhale, open. Exhale, arch. Breathe through your nose. And don't forget to synchronize your breathing and your movements. It's a good training for your nervous system. We want to teach our nervous system to align our movements with our breathing. Sometimes it's challenging, especially when you have some changing breathing pattern. I'm also often would kind of feel that I don't really understand when to inhale, when to exhale after doing the exercises for some time, because your brain starts to a little forget it. After next inhale, inhale deeply, open your chest, look forward, squeeze your pelvic floor muscles by squeezing your sexual organs. And with exhale, come back to the center. And again, rest your legs a little bit and change your crossing. And when you're back, place your hands on both sides on your lower ribs, like that. Your elbows are facing to the side. And right now I will ask you on the inhales, inhale to the place where your hands are right now and push your hands out with your lower ribs. On the exhales, bring your lower ribs to the original position and help yourself to push on your lower ribs a little bit, creating this pressure. And again, inhale, open your lower ribs to the sides. Push your hands, and on exhales, bring them back. And again, you can add 5 counts on inhales, 5 counts on exhales in order to slow down a little bit your breathing. This exercise is perfect because it helps you to stretch your diaphragm, make it more elastic, to feel it better. Diaphragm is your main breathing muscle. It's a huge muscle in our body. Do one more cycle, and after you will exhale, come back to your usual breathing, rest your hands on your knees. And now place your hands on your shoulders, both fingers are facing forward, your thumbs are facing to the back, elbows to the sides. And now I will mirror you. We will do inhale, turn to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. We are breathing through our nose and we are doing this twist with our entire upper body. Your head is twisting together with your torso. And here we are inhaling when we are turning to the left, exhaling when we are turning to the right. Try to keep this breathing quite rhythmical, but follow the comfortable pace, especially if you feel some pain in your spine. So you shouldn't feel any uncomfortable spine feelings. If you do, just slow down your breathing and slow down your twist. So basically, do not twist so much. Also, quite often when we are doing this type of exercise, some people would experience tension in their chest. It would even feel like a sharp chest pain, almost like a heart pain. Don't worry, this is not your heart. There are some nerves that go through your chest, so they can be pinched sometimes, and that creates this type of sensations. If you feel it, just slow down, decrease the amplitude of your twists. Keep the posture, make a deep inhale in the center. Hold your breath and put your elbows behind your head. Kind of bring your elbows together. You can even push on your elbows with your head if you can. Hold your breath. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles by squeezing your sexual organs. Exhale and bring your arms down. Shake your arms a little bit. Perfect. And now I will ask you to place your hands under your collarbone. This is this bone that is kind of obvious here under your neck. I'll try to not touch my mic. Elbows are on the side of your body. Relax your shoulders. And now start to breathe the way that on the inhales you will inhale in your upper chest. Lift your upper chest a little bit as you're breathing, and then exhale. Again, inhale. Lift your upper chest, exhale. Continue. Again, you can count to 5 on inhales and count to 5 on exhales. Make sure that your shoulders are down, that they are not lifted to your ears. Do one more cycle. And come back to your usual breathing. Rest your hands on your knees. Stay with yourself for a few moments. And then start to rotate your shoulders to the back, making big circles with your shoulders. And inhale when your shoulders go up. Exhale when your shoulders go down. And change, making a few rounds with your shoulders to the front. Inhale when your shoulders go up, exhale down. Inhale deeply and now bring your shoulders to your ears. Hold your breath, keep your shoulders next to your ears, squeeze your pelvic floor muscles. And with exhale, drop your shoulders. Great. And now we will try to connect all these elements into few cycles of deep breathing. So on the inhales, you will first inhale to your belly, to this point that you were breathing in the beginning of the practice. Then the inhalation will go upper to your lower ribs and then upper to the chest. And with exhales, you will let the air go out and you will exhale firstly from the top, then from the lower ribs, and then from your belly. We'll breathe through our noses. So sit down, make sure that your posture is as straight as possible. And when you're ready, start to inhale slowly and deeply by directing your air on the inhales from the bottom to the top. And on the exhales, remove your air from your body from the top to the bottom. Your shoulders are almost stable. They move just a little bit, so make sure that your shoulders on inhales do not go up to the ears. We don't want this. Feel this wave of breathing in your body. You're first inhaling to your belly, then this wave goes upper to your lower ribs, then to the chest, and when your chest is expanding, your belly is naturally will get a little bit inside. And when you're exhaling, just let it go, relax your body. It's always good to try to imagine how you're first exhaling from your chest, then from your lower ribs, and then from your belly, but don't focus on it so much for now. Just try to inhale properly. Do one more deep inhale. Full exhale. And come back to your usual breathing. Observe all the changes that happen to your body. And slowly come back. We are done with this nice and extremely efficient breathing sequence that works on our breathing muscles. I hope you could feel how differently you can breathe, and this is absolutely incredible. I know that in a lot of schools they will teach mainly to breathe with your belly, to have this diaphragmatic breathing. However, it's not the goal. Our goal is to teach our body to breathe differently, and our body should be adaptive to the environment around it, and our breathing should be adapted to it as well. So for example, when you're running, there are a little bit different patterns of your breathing that will be involved in this process than when you're sleeping. So it's good to learn how to breathe with your belly and develop this diaphragmatic breathing, but it's as important to develop all other types of breathing and use all the breathing muscles in this process. So I hope that was good for you. Drop me a comment. How do you feel right now? Maybe you have some questions. Also put a thumb up to this video. I'm really appreciating when you do that. And check out the breathing gym. Hopefully I will see you there, or maybe here in my YouTube channel. Have a beautiful day or a great night.